This is Module 2 of Activate Your Personal Vision for Success in 30 Days. Module 2 focuses on acknowledging your multiple identities and the impact it has on your vision. Our identity is formed by people, places, or culture in which you live. As we increase our sphere of influence, our identities expand and takes on multiple forms. For example, when you're born, you're a girl or a daughter or a boy or a son. As you grow older and go to school, your identity becomes a student. It may even expand to an athlete, a poet, a scholar, and so on and so forth. Understanding the multiplicity of our identities and how it impacts our vision is so important. In this module, we will focus on your multiple identities. Our agenda for this module is as follows. Explanation of our multiple identities, acknowledge the impact these identities have on your vision, and then we will review your homework assignment. The materials you'll need for this module are your learning manual. So by now you should have ordered your learning manual from Amazon.com. You'll also need a pencil or a pen, your journal or a spiral notebook for note taking. Our last session was getting started, just acclimating you to this particular training program. Now we're moving on into our second module, which is multiple identities. Let's remember that accountability begins with you. Understanding who you are and the demands on your life starts with respecting your identity. Identity. Its definition is as follows. Socially and historically constructed concepts. We learn about our own identity and the identity of others through interactions. Interactions with family, peers, organizations, institutions, even the media, and other connections that we make in our everyday life. There are many aspects of identity. Here are just a few. Your gender, your social class, your age, race or ethnicity, your religion, even if you have a disability or not. Those are all aspects of identity. So what's the purpose of identity? Well, your identity plays a significant role in determining how we understand and experience the world around us. It shapes the types of opportunities and challenges that we face. It's linked to issues of power, value systems, and beliefs, and can also include images, words, roles, characters, or persona. The short version is identity helps us to understand who we are. Today's topic, in short, is I am. And it could also be who I am not. So now that we've kind of put a definition to the concept of identity, let's consider the roles that you play that impact your identity. Understanding your multiple identities. Who am I? The purpose of this video is to make you aware of your multiple identities as you begin to consider your vision and your purpose. Each morning, as the sun lights up the sky, when we wake up until the evening when we go to sleep, our roles are constantly changing. from wife, mother, student, employee, supervisor, singer, runner, whatever it may be. Our roles are constantly changing along with the responsibilities and expectations of those roles. What are multiple identities? Well, multiple identities are the characteristics that you have that distinguishes you from other people. It's also the many roles that you play that influences the outlook on the world. Some examples of our multiple identities are gender, male or female, your occupation, your age, native language, your religion, social economic status, disability, family status, or even your hobbies or interests. It is now time for you to consider your multiple identities. If you would turn to page 4 and 5 in your learning manual, you will see your homework assignment. Your assignment is to think about your multiple identities as you fill in the balloons on page 4 and 5 in your learning manual. These balloons represent you celebrating you as you are excellent in every way as you fulfill these roles. So take some quiet time this week to spend with yourself and think about the multiple roles that you play and then how those roles affect your vision and your purpose. So now open your manual to page 7. You will need to read over page 7 through page 14 to answer the questions. Starting on page 7, your homework assignment to look at your multiple identities, and then turn to the next page. On page 8, you will see an example of how you are to complete the exercise. Take time to acknowledge the many hats you wear. Your multiple identities impact the pursuit of vision. So on page 9, you will fill out your multiple identities. Moving on to page 10, page 10 and 11, these are reflections. So take time to reflect on those identities and how they might impact your vision. For example, if you are a wife, there are responsibilities that you will have as a wife. How will that impact you pursuing your goals? You need to think about that. Then on the following page, page 11, you're going to talk about how these roles impact your vision. And then on page 12, this is just for you to write down any additional thoughts you may have. Then you will begin to prepare for your next module. This is an example of my multiple identities. I am an educator. I'm a woman, a businesswoman. I love to do craft projects. I'm a DIYer. I'm an author. I'm an aunt. I'm a friend. All of these have an impact on my vision for the future and how I pursue that vision. So please take time to fill out the same type of activity in your learning manual on page 9. Now, as you begin to prepare for the next module, please take time to do the following. Your preparation will begin on page 13 of your learning manual. To prepare, complete the following activities. There are 2 brainstorming activities that you just completed about your roles and your multiple identities as part of Module 2. Please make sure to complete those activities before moving on to the homework to prepare for the next module. Think about your roles and how they impact your vision and goal by reflecting on page 12. Then you're going to Google and search for the article, Why You Procrastinate. Within that article, there is a video embedded. Click on that video. Make sure to read the article and watch the video. This is very critical. Then after doing so, you will need to answer the questions in the learning manual on pages 13 and 14. Then be prepared for the next module. The next module is entitled, Don't Let Procrastination Eclipse Your Vision and Purpose. In the next module, you'll begin to learn about procrastination. Procrastination is often viewed as a negative word, but in actuality, procrastination is a function of our brain. It's our brain's way of hijacking the amygdala, part of our brain, that controls our response to fight, flight, or freeze, to negative or harmful stimuli. During this next module, we will focus in on procrastination and how to overcome it.